Can you see my screen?
Yes,
जी
miss.
miss.
Okay, fixed point may we have discussed about the place value of the decimal position. Along with, we already have covered the place value or the position value of the integer number. Now we have discussed three different ways of the decimal positions. Now moving on, suppose there is a number, this binary number. I need to convert this binary number into denary. So how would we convert it? See, this is 1, 2. So that's equivalent to 2. And then see, there is 1. So that is equivalent to 0.5. So 2 plus 0.5 would give you 2.5 as a decimal equivalent of the same binary number. This is the way of converting binary to denary, but with the fixed point decimal notation. You got it? This is the fixed point decimal notation because decimal is placed in the middle, not between the first two bits. Okay, that's fine. If it is being converted, then why are we going for the floating point numbers? That is another big question that comes in your mind. So now, first of all, let's see what are the advantages of fixed point number, and at the same time, why are we going away from the fixed point decimal number to the next notation, that is floating point notation. So first of all, if you see, this is the fixed point notation. In this case, when we have got the first number that shows 4 bits towards the left and 4 bits towards the right, having the first number negative, it means it is the negative number. The first bit is negative. Okay, so it says that it can store negative numbers. Now, next example. It shows you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bits towards the left and 1 bit only towards the right. With this, we have got the increased number. The limit of the number is increased towards this side. But यहाँ पे क्या है? Less accuracy. Less accuracy किस aspect से आ रही है आपके पास? Because we have got less precision towards the right side. यहाँ पे हमारे पास सिर्फ एक digit that we usually round off. सही है, हम round up या round down करते हैं. So that shows less accuracy with this aspect. Now we have got the third example in which 3 bits towards the left and 5 bits towards the right. There is inconsistency in all these three examples, that here 3 bits are empty and 1 bit towards the left, right. In this second example, there is no bit left behind towards the left side, but it is in the right side. Same case with the third example. So there is no consistency in storing the numbers. It gives you less accuracy while storing the numbers in it. I hope it's clear to you. We can store multiple numbers with negative sign along with the increase of size of the number, but there is less accuracy as compared to the floating point numbers. Now, another problem. Overflow. What is overflow? What do you know about overflow situation? Any idea about overflow? Yes, beta, any idea about overflow? Can you hear me?
Miss, जब when a value outside the range comes back, something like that.
हाँ, हमारे पास दो situations हैं, एक overflow और एक underflow. In the first example, both have got underflow situation. Reason being, there is an empty bit towards the right side and 3 empty bits towards the left side. So that's underflow situation. On the contrary, in the second example, we have got underflow situation in the towards the right side, because 1, 2, 3, 4 bits are empty, and that situation is called as underflow. Overflow situation is that when all the bits that are vacant, that are given, they are filled, and still we have got more numbers to be stored in it. For example, if we have got 8 bits, 8-bit number, and we have to store 9 to 10 bits at the same point, that situation is called as overflow situation, in which we actually ignore the initial 2 bits that are extra. That overflow situation would be dealt in this way, that we start filling it, this number, from this point, from left to right, from right to left, and then the leftover numbers would be ignored, that stays here. Is it clear? But that would not be the case in it. In this case, we have got overflow and underflow that cannot be finalized because of the fixed point notation. So that would be sorted out by using the floating point number. Yes, any question?
Yes, एक बार फिर
Miss,
से
एक बार फिर से बता
मैं एक
दीजिए।
दफा दोबारा बता देती हूँ। इट्स ओके, हम भले 2 क्लासेस ले लें, बट इसको बहुत अच्छे से इसकी पहले बेसिक समझ लो। बेसिक समझ आ गई, देन कन्वर्जन वुड बी इजियर फॉर यू. Okay, now see, here in this case we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits. यहाँ पे we have got 5 bits इधर decimal के बाद 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bits यहाँ पे. अब decimal point हमने यहाँ पे fix कर दिया. That we cannot change. ठीक है? हमारे पास सपोज सिचुएशन है कि 8 बिट्स में 4, अब 8 बिट्स है, 8 बिट्स के अंदर हमने सारे को फिक्स करना है. सही है? फिक्स यहाँ पे पोजीशन हो गई है. अब हमारे पास क्या है, 8 कितनी हो गई, 7 यहाँ पे और 5 इधर. अब देखो यहाँ पे these 3 bits are vacant और यहाँ पे this point is vacant. This situation is called as underflow situation. Underflow situation is this, when we have got the bits available but they are remain empty because we have no accurate number to be stored in it. The number is not more than this bit position along with the decimal values. So that situation is called as underflow. On the contrary, in the second example, we have got the whole number same because there is minus sign. There is no more number to be stored in it. That's fixed. But in this case, this is the underflow situation. And see,
So this is what I got. To put it simply, when we assign a value and it's out of the range of the declared data variable type. Agar value is too big, it's
not the
overflow.
variable
If the
type.
value is too small, it's
Not the
underflow.
variable type. It's
Nahi, data type of the variable.
data type of the variable, and based on the data type, we have got the fixed bit values. For example, if we have got the single number to be stored in it, we have got only 4 bytes to store those numbers. So in that case,
to put it simply, when the value is out of the range, if the value is too big, it's overflow. If the value is too small, it's underflow.
एक्यूरेटली बिल्कुल यही एक्यूरेट चीज है कि अवेलेबल बिट्स के अंदर अगर आपकी वैल्यूज फिट नहीं आ रही हैं, दैट्स अंडरफ्लो. अगर के वेकेंट है तो, एंड इफ इट इज फिल्ड ऑल ओवर बट स्टिल देयर आर फ्यू नंबर्स लेफ्ट, दैट्स ओवरफ्लो. गॉट इट?
बस मुझे उसमें कंफ्यूजन हो रही है, ये वाला समझ नहीं आ रहा. I understand if the value is too big, it's overflow. If the value is too small, it's underflow. That's what I got.
इसको थोड़ा सा एक क्लॉज एंटर कर लो, इसमें ऐड कर लो कि इफ द वैल्यू इज टू बिग टू स्टोर, दैट्स ओवरफ्लो. Too big to
Too small
store
to
in the
store, too big.
available bits. In the available bits. ठीक है? अभी क्लियर है?
Yeah.
और अंडरफ्लो की डेफिनेशन बताओ क्या होगी?
Too small to store in the available bit.
एग्जैक्टली. अब थोड़ा ब्रेक लेते हैं, अजान हो रही है, जरा मैं थोड़ा ब्रेक लूं, उसके बाद फिर हम कंटिन्यू. अजान हो रही है बेटा. Okay, so floating point numbers, there is a solution of the problems underflow and overflow, and that is floating point numbers. Floating point numbers would be that we have got only the decimal point exist at this point. Then I've stopped doing it. ये वाला, this point. This is the point where you store the decimal number, where you move the decimal number, whether it be there, here, or anywhere. You have to move it between the first two bits. Okay? And now,
Miss, sorry, that was my cat.
Okay, then we have got mantissa and exponent. The first bit basically is the sign bit. This is the sign bit. Okay? And you can call it radix. Radix, ये हो गया. That's radix. Then we have got exponent and mantissa. It keeps on varying. At times you get mantissa first and exponent later, or in most of the situation, and sometimes exponent first and mantissa after the exponent. So it depends upon, and it is always mentioned in the question how many bits are allotted for exponent and how many bits are allotted for mantissa. Then what is the actual position of mantissa and exponent, both of them. So now moving on, we have got one sign bit, that is radix, exponent, and mantissa, three components to be considered in case of floating point numbers. Now see, these are all the specifications that you would focus on. Sign bit is always come in the beginning towards the left side. Okay, leftmost bit of both mantissa and exponent. Now we have got the case in both mantissa and exponent, there's a possibility of having mantissa positive or negative and exponent negative or negative. Like you have got the number 2.8 exponent minus 2, or it could be plus 2, or we have got minus 2.8 exponent 2. So this is also positive and negative, and this one is also negative and positive. So we have got both the situations. In both the cases, if there is mantissa negative, it would always be 1. And if the mantissa negative, positive, that would be 0. Same case with exponent. If exponent is negative, it would be 1. And the first bit is 1 always. Right? This is 0, exponent is positive. This is 0, mantissa is positive. And if it has got 1 in the beginning, so it means mantissa is also negative and exponent is also negative. Are you clear about this? Are you clear about it? बेटा प्लीज एक्नॉलेज, किसी को क्लियर हुआ?
Miss, can you explain it again?
हाँ, मैं ये बोल रही थी कि आपके पास एक्सपोनेंट और mantissa दो चीजें हैं. They both have the possibility to have either positive or negative values. So if mantissa and exponent both are positive, they always have the starting bit 0. And if both of them are negative, they always have the starting bit negative. This is the starting bit of mantissa and this is the starting bit of exponent. So this, if this is 0 in both the cases, that would be a positive number. And if it is negative, then it would be a 1 in the initial bits. Got it? ज़ैनब अलीसा, आप लोग को समझ आ गया?
जी मिस.
ओके
जी मिस.
ठीक है, हम आ जाते हैं आगे. Both mantissa and exponent would be stored in 2's complement. ठीक है. Another thing कि it keeps on varying. अगर कि हमारे पास ये 8 बिट्स का है तो that would be different. 8 बिट भी हो सकता है, 16 बिट भी हो सकता है और 32 बिट भी हो सकता है. This is 32 bit, 23 Mantissa, 8 bit exponent and 1 sign bit. So depending upon the question and availability of bits, we can decide, and it would be mentioned in the question how many bits would be allocated for Mantissa and exponent. Now, अब हम जरा कन्वर्जन की तरफ आते हैं. बाइनरी नंबर को हम डेसिमल में कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, वी हैव गॉट द बाइनरी नंबर्स ये, और उसको हम कन्वर्ट करेंगे डेसिमल में. सो नाउ हैव अ लुक ऑफ इट. this is the Mantissa part and this is the exponent part. ठीक है, now you have got decimal number fixed here because this is the decimal number, this is the binary number. हम यहाँ पे इसको fix कर देंगे. It is a positive number. Why? Because it starts with 0. Exponent is also positive because it starts with 0. Now allocate the values, the place values in it. But first, see, explore this exponent part. Exponent is always an integer value. 2 raised to the power what? So now it says 1, 2, 4, 8. I have given the values to only those bits that have got one value. So 2 plus 1, 3. It has got 3 exponent. Having 3, the positive 3 means the decimal value should be moved towards this side from left to right. So when we move it, then this is the fixed decimal point that would further be moved 1, 2 and 3. Once we have moved the decimal point, there is no use of this thing. Nothing left here. This would all be crossed. Now, this is the whole number and this would be the decimal fractional part. But since we have got all zeros here, we can ignore them. Only the significant number would be considered. This decimal point would have the first value 0.5. So we would have 4, 2, 1, 4, 5, 6. This is 6, then 0.5. This is 6.5. Are you clear about it? Are you clear about it?
ऐसे एक और बार रिपीट कर दे.
मैं दोबारा रिपीट कर रही हूँ, फिर ये नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन तुमने करना है. ठीक है, भले ये नजर आ रहा है, देख के आराम से करना. फर्स्ट टास्क इज टू कन्वर्ट अ बाइनरी नंबर टू द denary number. In case of binary number, we always consider that we have got floating point decimal number. Floating point decimal number means that decimal would always be there between the first two bits. We have put it over here. Now, exponent. This is in the question given how many bits have been allotted for the exponent and how many bits have been allotted for the Mantissa. It says this is the exponent part. Exponent means raised to the power. That is always an integer value. So this integer value would be found out how? By giving the place value, and it always be starting from this point 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. This is normal conversion of the whole number. So now by putting the place values here, we have got these two numbers on. When we added them, 2 plus 1, 3, that would be the value of the exponent. Getting the value of exponent would easily be given the opportunity to move the decimal point from the fixed point. ये हमने fixed point कर लिया था, अब fixed point से हम इसको float कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो floating point से हम इसको, क्योंकि floating point है तो अब हम इसको change कर रहे हैं. Now have a look of it. This is 3 and it is positive number. Positive means start moving the decimal from left to right. ठीक है? When you move it That's 1, 2, and 3. That would be the new value, new place of the decimal. So now these are not significant numbers. We can ignore them. We have got the final number, this one. And with this, we have the values 110.1. Write them separately, and based on the decimal value, start giving them new position values. That would be 124, because this has become the whole number now, because it is written before the decimal value, decimal. And after decimal, there is written 0.5. I already told you 0.5 or 2 raised to the power minus 1 or 2 raised to the power 1 upon 2. So that would be 0.5. This is equal to 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 0.5 would be 6.5. Is it clear?
Ji, miss.
Can you convert this binary number to the equivalent decimal number? Start doing it. अलीना, आप भी कर रहे हो बेटा? Alina, it's okay if you try. It's okay if you don't understand that clearly because you have missed the initial lecture. अच्छा, Alina तो नहीं है. Zainab. Yes, Zainab, are you doing it?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. First, allocate mantissa and exponent separately by putting the fixed decimal number in the beginning. Number 2, find out the value of exponent. Number 3, based on the exponent, move the decimal value, move the decimal. Number 4, write only the new number with all the significant numbers and again give the positions to the values, then find the equivalent.
वैसे हमको सॉल्व कौन सा करना है?
ये वाला मैं आंसर इसीलिए दिखा रही हूँ ताकि तुम लोगों को कोई कंफ्यूजन ना हो. फिर मैं एक नेक्स्ट दूंगी नंबर दैट यू आर सपोज्ड टू.
मिस मैं तो कर चुकी हूँ ना ये तो.
हाँ, तो मैं कोई कंफ्यूजन तो नहीं है? तुम कह रही थी ना यू नीड टू रिवाइज इट.
नहीं बस मेरा रिवीजन हो जाएगा. दैट्स ऑल. आई डोंट हैव.
ठीक है. आया बेटा? Eliza, have you got the same answer?
जी मिस।
आगे बढ़े?
जी।
माइनस वाला, ये वाला करते हैं. We have got exponent. Assume 10 bits for the mantissa and 6 bits for the exponent. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 bits allocated for exponent. And since there is 1 in the beginning, it means this is the negative number. So how would you do it? You would first find out the decimal exponent equivalent. How would you find this number? कुछ idea है? या एक काम करते हैं, मैं तुम्हें और कुछ दूसरे नंबर्स देती हूँ. कन्वर्ट इट. ज़ैनब ये वाला करो पहले. दिस वन. ज़ैनब आपने ये कर लिया था? हेलो हेलो, कैन यू हेयर मी?
जी मिस।
आप ये क्वेश्चन लिख लो अलीजा. ये वाला आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करके एंड देन मैच द आंसर विद इट, बिकॉज अभी टाइम कम है, मैं आगे बता दूं. ठीक है, अब मैं थोड़ा सा डीनरी पे आ रही हूँ. डीनरी नंबर देती हूँ और उसके बाद उसको करते हैं, फिर हम नेगेटिव नंबर्स पे आएंगे. पॉजिटिव डीनरी, देन पॉजिटिव बाइनरी, फिर हम नेगेटिव पे आएंगे. राइट डाउन दिस क्वेश्चन एंड देन गेट द आंसर. Now we have got the next question. That would be the denary number. अब हम denary को binary में convert करते हैं. करें, start करें. Have you noted down? Hurry up. मैं आज पॉजिटिव नंबर्स करा के देन नेक्स्ट क्लास में फिर मैं नेगेटिव करा के खत्म करूंगी और फिर पास पेपर्स. Aliza, please tell me whether you have noted down.
जी मिस कर लिया.
ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट जाते हैं हम. अब हम थोड़ा सा डीनरी वैल्यू पे आ जाते हैं. अगर कि कोई इसमें एग्जांपल गिवन है तो, या मैं तुम लोगों को वैसे ही करा देती हूँ. ठीक है, सपोज वी हैव गॉट द नंबर. मैं व्हाइट बोर्ड शेयर करूँ. नाउ सी, यू हैव गॉट द नंबर. सपोज एक नंबर लेते हैं. जना मैंने कोई एग्जांपल कराई थी, तुम्हें याद है? ये ले लेते हैं 19.1875. दिस इज द डीनरी वैल्यू. ठीक है, अब इस डीनरी वैल्यू को हम कन्वर्ट करते हैं. आई थिंक ज़ैनब को भी मैंने यही कराई थी. इट वाज गिवन इन द पास पेपर्स और बुक में भी थी. तो देयर इज अ नंबर 19.1875. दिस इज बेसिकली द डीनरी नंबर. अब हम इसको डेसिमल को बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. What is the procedure of doing it? First of all, we would see, इसके अंदर हमने देखना होगा कि what is the binary equivalent of this 19. This is mantissa and this is exponent. Decimal का fractional part है. तो we have got 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. And now we have got 16, 17, 18, 19, 17, 18, and 19. So this is 19. Based on the place values. Now what are we supposed to do? We would get the exponent. What is the exponent? That's 1875. That's अच्छा, ये मीटिंग एंड हो रही है, मैं जरा दोबारा करती हूँ इसको कनेक्ट. You can join.